How about Kentucky, Shane? And a little, I don't want to say unrelated news because they have to play this team all the time, but I thought Louisville did a hell of a job here, Shane. They have stole away Purdue coach Jeff Brom. I always thought he did a good job. We saw him in the Music City Bowl beat Tennessee last season.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be their in-state rival. I think he's a hell of a lot better coach than old Scott Satterfield, who left for Cincinnati for some damn reason. Kentucky, though, Shane, they might be making a splash of their own. We've talked on this before. Liam Cohen.
Yep.
That buzz has not died down. So he may be making a return to Lexington. I mean, he was just, maybe the best coordinator they've ever had since Mike Leach. Now they're on the Bluegrass. So if they get him back, big time promising future there for Kentucky's offense. What do you think about the program overall? Buy, sell, or hold Kentucky?
Mike, I am absolutely torn on Kentucky right now. I think, obviously, if we knew the coordinator position was locked up and Cohen's going to be there, I'm going to buy just because he's done it before. He'll do it again. I want to buy on Mark because this is a one-off season, it feels like. Things didn't go as planned. But then there's part of me wants to sell because I don't know the quarterback situation, and I've seen it without Will Levis.
Yeah.
I don't know if the offensive line is fixed in one off season without us being extremely aggressive in the portal or at least getting some of these guys healthy. So for that, man, I got to hold. No, fuck, Mike. Sorry, Mom. I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell in Kentucky right now. One of the reasons is, their schedule has always been one of the easier ones in the past. But you look at some of their games next year, including the SEC West opponents, they've got Alabama. So I mean, that's probably going to be an extra loss there that we're not accounting for. So Mike, I don't know, man. I almost want to hold. It's one of those, like, I'm real close on hold, but I want to sell just because, hell, you're losing Will Levis. How can there not be a little bit falling to earth? And what if Cohen doesn't come? Are you convinced right now that this offense is 10 times better than it was this season? So until I get some definitive answers, including who's going to be my quarterback next year, I'm going to have to sell on the Wildcats. Final answer.
Yeah, I think you're dead on there, Shane. And the big part of that, lack of development of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And they've not had that in a while. Now they got Will Levis, hit jackpot, so to speak, in the transfer portal. So you're going to have to do that on an annual basis. Like you said, Liam Cohen, we don't know. If we know for sure, I got more confidence in him to do that. But that's the difference between a program like Ole Miss with Lane Kiffin, Tennessee, Josh Heupel. You don't have to constantly be changing out your coordinator to get that done. They're instrumental in getting that done. So it's a lot easier to buy into a head coach that has that track record than it is a coordinator that can leave at any point in time. So, yeah, I'm selling too. And like I said, I think Jeff Brom makes recruiting in that state tougher, playing in that state tougher. I believe Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken, Shane, I think they have the longest winning streak in the country against non-conference ball games. And, man, they got to keep that going. It's going to be tougher, I think, if Louisville gets going here. So just something to consider. It just seems like Mark Stoops has hit a ceiling there.
Yeah.
Now, who knows? Maybe they get over that. I mean, the defense has been great for years and years and years. Chris Rodriguez leaving. They don't have another Chris Rodriguez there. Offensive line taking a step back. I mean, there's a lot of concerns there on the Bluegrass right now, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, me too, man. And I hate it because there's a proven track record there of improvement the last 4 or 5 seasons. And this one, I'm trying to make it a one-off, but I'm just not convinced that it's not. So for the time being, until we hear some wild news here in the off season, I'm gonna sell right with you.